Now, it's currently the Netherlands who lead the way in Group C after beating Poland yesterday. But one side who will surely challenge them for top spot is many people's favourites, France.
Yes, and they start their campaign against Austria tonight. Sky Sports' Dougie Critchley joins us to preview that one. So, Dougie, lots of people are tipping them for the win. What can we expect from France at this tournament?
Well, rightly so, Alex, because they were just a Rando Colomwani chance or a penalty shootout away for winning back-to-back World Cups, becoming potentially, if they got over the line, the first side to do so since Brazil in 1962. They have been the favourites probably for every tournament they've entered since Euro 2016. They've made 3 finals. They've won one of them. But they have got a little bit of pressure on them this time because Euro 2020, which was held in 2021, of course, didn't quite go to plan. They conceded 2 goals against Switzerland after the 80th minute in that last 16 tie, went to penalties. Kylian Mbappe missed a penalty. There was reports of infighting in their camp. It wasn't a pretty tournament, but they bounced back in spectacular fashion in Qatar. Didn't quite get over the line against Argentina, but they are rightly everyone's favourites for this year's tournament.
Dougie, you mentioned that they are everyone's favourites and they've got so many fantastic players. You mentioned the star quality in Kylian Mbappe, captain of France for this tournament. How much do you think he'll be relishing that responsibility?
I think he'll be absolutely loving it. He should be in an excellent mood. He's got that long-awaited move to Real Madrid over the line. He's now on 47 international goals. He's their 3rd top goal scorer of all time. Interestingly, 3 of their top 4 goal scorers of all time are in this squad. Olivier Giroud out in front, Kylian Mbappe in 3rd behind Thierry Henry, and then Antoine Griezmann. But he's had another exceptional season for PSG, 44 goals in all competitions for Kylian Mbappe. And he should come into this tournament relatively fresh, because actually Luis Enrique, with the sort of infighting around Mbappe's transfer with Nasser Al-Khelaifi, he was playing more of a bit-part role towards the end of the season. He was being substituted early. So he's got the dream move. He's France captain. He scored 8 goals in the World Cup, also provided 2 assists, and he'll be going in full of confidence.
They have a few young stars coming through as well, don't they, including Warren Zaire-Emery, but also N'Golo Kante and Olivier Giroud, like you just mentioned. Do you think they've got that perfect balance of youth and experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Warren Zaire-Emery, he's been bossing Champions League games for the last 2 seasons now, still just 18. Bradley Barcola made a massive impact, joining PSG from Lyon last summer, a really precociously talented left winger. And then, as we've said, Giroud, N'Golo Kante's come back into this tournament. And then there's players that should come into this tournament full of confidence on the back of their club seasons. You know, Ferland Mendy, Tchouameni, Camavinga, all winning the Champions League with Real Madrid. So they've got this age profile from young to old, perfectly blended. Tournament experience, star quality. I think they've really got it all. And you look at the players they left out, Michael Olise, Malo Gusto, excellent Premier League campaigns from both of them last year. And it does feel like they are the very legitimate favourites.
You're telling us it's not coming home, do you?
It could be. It's a little bit early for that sort of heartbreak.
Dougie, it still could be coming home. Yeah. France are probably saying that as well. Look, we're talking about France, and rightly so, as being the tournament favourites, but what kind of challenge do you think Austria will pose tonight? Because they're a team that's in form, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. They've had a great sort of recent stint under Ralf Ragnick. They've lost 1 of their last 14 games under Ralf Ragnick. Really, really impressive. They only finished 1 point behind Belgium in their qualifying group. Ralf Ragnick's most closely associated with the Red Bull style of play, the Red Bull project, as it were. And there's a number of players that have played under him or played at RB Leipzig. Konrad Laimer was at RB Leipzig before joining Bayern Munich. Marcel Sabitzer's spent time at RB Leipzig. Christoph Baumgartner's currently there. So I don't expect them to be a sort of patient build-up team. It's going to be vertical, it's going to be intense, it's going to be high press. And France haven't necessarily started every tournament as well as they've finished in recent years. So they could catch them cold. And there's a number of players that know Ralf Ragnick's style of play. Ralf Ragnick were really determined to right his reputation, which took that huge dent from a really difficult spell at Man United. I think he had the lowest win percentage there of any manager since 1972. So they've got the motivation, they've got the players to cause a shock, and they come in good form, but they are the underdogs tonight.
Dougie, thank you very much for now.
Pleasure.